Hey dear civil engineers, welcome to the Civil Unboxing channel. We already heard about the development length which is regularly used in daily construction job. But do you know what development length is? Why should we have to provide this? And what is the procedure for providing development length? So today we will learn about this. Hi, my name is Suman and I make videos on civil engineering fundamentals. So dear, for better understanding the concept of development length, let's jump into the simple example. Let us take 3 pieces of wooden block and 3 pieces of a spike. I have inserted the spike 1 to the wooden block 1 at a certain length of x. Similarly, spike 2 and spike 3 have been inserted into the wooden block 2 and 3 respective length of y and z. Now my intention is to pulling out those spikes with applying certain amount of tensile loads. So we applied the tensile force same amount of load for pulling out spike 1, 2 and 3. But now you can clearly see that spike 1 of length x is pulled out easily. Same thing happened to spike 2 also, but you can clearly observe that spike 3 with an inserted length of z is not pulled out. It's taking too much effort. So the reason behind is the spike 3 and wooden block 3 having a mutually swaying bonding between them. That's why spike 3 is sticking to the wooden block 3. You can clearly see that what is happening between spike 3 and wooden block in the demonstrational view. From that example, we can say that the amount of extra length which is required to maintain the bonding in the materials is known as to be development length. This length is actually provided for transferring the load from the member to member by counteracting tensional load or compression load. So far we have seen a simple example. Now in the construction field, when we are going to give a junction or transferring load from different concrete members like slab to beam, beam to column and column to footing, we need to provide development length to the reinforcement. So take a look on some pictures of concrete member junction. So now we will understand that what are the factors have to set in mind for calculating development length. The factors are the grade of concrete of members, reinforcement is steel grade, and last one is diameter of the reinforcement bars. Let's take a look on the procedure for LD providing. Let's jump into some pictorial representation. So this is the basic overview about development length. I think you will understand the concept clearly. In the next video, I will show you how to calculate the development length according to Indian Standard Codal provision. So that's it for today. If you like this concept, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your hearty subscription to my channel always encourages me to make more videos like this. Thank you for sticking to this video. Thanks a lot. Tata.